In today's video, we're going to take a look at a toaster oven slash air fryer. They advertise it as an air fryer. I don't know. It's just a toaster oven if you ask me. But before we get ahead of ourselves, today's video is sponsored by morals. There's a moral to this story. I'm going to get into it and go over it real quick. I did a review on this thing once. One time already. I put it up on Amazon. It was there for a month, maybe a month and a half. No problem. Everybody was liking it. And then all of a sudden, the video was deleted. The moral of the story is, don't delete your original work. I did. Now I have to do this video again. So, yes, back up everything. Get extra hard drive space. Don't delete your work. Just record everything and keep it. You never know when you're going to need it. Anyway, that is the moral of this story. The device itself, I like it. I've had it for a while. I've been using it. It's a simple replacement for what I had before, which I also liked very much, which I'll put a link to, or not a link to. Yeah, I'll probably do both if it's still available. I'll put a picture of it right here, and then I'll give you a link to that. I was very happy with that. You know, it was a Rosewell brand, all glass, worked great. But I got the option to do a review on this thing, and you know, who doesn't like good stuff, right? So I said I'd do the review on it, and I've been using it ever since. I do actually prefer this because it holds more stuff. But let me show you and tell you a little bit about what it comes with. It's a real kitchen, a real working kitchen. I didn't clean up. I'm not doing anything special. We're just going to go over all this stuff again. It's the second time for me, first time for you. You get skewers, which I have not used and probably will never use. They go on these spin-a-my-thing kind of wheels, like yay. And you need that rotisserie bar to make it all happen. And there's a basket for air frying. I don't understand that term. This is not, it doesn't fry anything. Nor would I ever add oil to make that an actuality. I don't, it's just a toaster oven, really. But you get, you know, a deep basket, like yay, and you get 3 shallow baskets. And, I mean, for the money, it's pretty okay. Like I said, I got it for testing purposes, and I did my testing, and yeah, I haven't put my old one back in place. I like it better than that for different reasons. So you know, I'm not going to even get into that because it's you know, you'd have to see the side by side to understand what I'm talking about. But what I'm going to do here today, and I've never done it before. I'm going to find out. We're all going to find out. Can I cook a London broil? I don't know. I've never done one, and we're going to find out. Typically, I mean, hence the name, London broil. Typically, these things are broiled. I've never, ever done them that way. I only ever done them on the Weber grill, a charcoal grill, outdoors. That is my preferred method for cooking anything, well, just about anything, period. But definitely meats. So we're going to give that a shot. I'm going to set this up, and we're going to get into it. But before I you know, make a mess, while the thing is relatively clean, let's take a closer look at the machine itself. All right, a couple of things I feel that are noteworthy. One thing I forgot to mention, it comes with this handle picker-upper thing. What you're supposed to do with it is, you know, like that. That's what it's for. Works great. I mean, you know, it's not the most stable thing that I've ever held in my hand, but it does its job. It works. Keeps you from burning yourself, but, you know, a pair of ovens kind of does the same thing. Anywho, let's talk about things I like and things I don't. First thing I'd like, it doesn't get hot. I mean, nothing gets hot. You can touch this thing, you can bear hug the thing while it's cooking, and you'll be fine. I like that. What I don't like is all that plastic. It is full. It is loaded. It is 100% plastic on the outside. You get some metal finally on the inside, but it ain't nothing but plastic. Let's see if we can get a shot of that burner. It's a broiler, I mean, by nature, but there's a fan up there, so it's convection broiler. That's the only heating element right there. I like that. It works just fine. I got no issues with that whatsoever. But it's just plastic. Everything. The door, the window, the whole housing, it's plastic. And when you first pull this out of the box, unfortunately, I can't do an unboxing because, you know, I've had this thing for a while. Already did that. Video deleted. Anyway, when you first pull it, you know, put this thing together, when you first get it set up, I highly recommend, strongly urge you guys, and learn from my experience. Take this outside if you can do it. Crank it up, put it on max temperature, and let it run for a half hour. This thing is gonna stink so bad. It's gonna have all that nasty plastic smell. It's bad. I don't know how else to describe it. It's real bad. You do not want to do that indoors like I did. And yeah, it stinks up the place. It didn't smoke or anything like that, but it stinks. Yeah, it's bad. It's a bad time. Don't do what I did. Just take my advice on that. One thing I don't like, suction cup feet. Hear that? Why? I can't see. I got to slide the thing open to get the door fully open. You know, I got to slide this thing forward to get the door to fully open, and, you know, suction cup feet, they don't slide. I literally have to pick the thing up to move it forward. Okay, I guess it's safe. I mean, but who or what's going to get up there and shove this thing around while cooking? I don't see how it would ever work its way down to the floor. You know what I mean? Just nothing doing. That I find very annoying. Let me sit you down quick so I can pick this up and flip it over and turn it around. There's a couple other things I want to show you yet. All right. Bitch point, gripe point, whatever. Point of contention number 2 here. That's the exhaust. You can see the light is on inside. It's just a straight shot. An a fryer period without a filter. You know what that does to your walls? Have you seen that? Have you cleaned up that mess? Nah, no, I hate that. There should have been some sort of a coarse filter there, some sort of a literal air grease trap kind of a thing. Most fryers period have that. Because, well, when you don't have that, guess what? You've got oil all over everything in that room. You know, if you the old round, remember? Some of you may, some of you don't. Some of you may even still have them. The round, black, Teflon coated. They're whatever. They're deep fryers. They were black. I can't remember. Black & Decker makes them, sure, but they were just black with a handle. They're big. They hold like a quart of freaking oil. It's an old deep fryer thing. You know, those things didn't have no filter on them, and well, guess what happens? I mean, you use them a couple times, make a couple batches of French fries, and now you got grease all over your cupboards. You got grease all over everything. It's just what it is. It gets into the air. It gets, you know, it goes everywhere. So, lack of filter, bad news right there. Now you can rig something up. You can use like a Brillo pad. Just literally, because it doesn't really get hot, you can, you know, tape a Brillo pad to it. Something like that, you know, one of the Scotch-Brite pads, you know, just something that will act as a trap. I haven't, because I don't believe this is an air fryer. I don't quite, yeah, that's just not what it is to me. It's a toaster oven for me. Anywho, moving along. All right, the last thing I can, you know, realistically think of or realistically complain about. Clearly you can see I've got some aluminum foil there. This supposed non-stick coated Yeah, well, I'm here to tell you. Just about everything that's nasty is going to stick to it. I've already scrubbed some of this off somewhere because I had to scrub so hard, and I don't know what kind of a coating it is, but it's not a good one. I mean, that's all I got to say about that. It's just not good. If you want to save this pan, if you want to protect this pan, if you want to have any hope in hell of keeping this pan decent, there you go. It's your only option. Or, you know, whatever else you can come up with. But, you know, tin foil is pretty cheap, or aluminum foil rather. And, you know, really that's about it. I can't think of anything else that's worthy of complaint. I like it. And, well, like I said, I have something that I also liked very much, which I already showed you the picture of. And this thing is still here. So I keep using it. I like it. I like it better than what I had. So, all right, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to sit you down. That's already seasoned. It was seasoned, frozen, thawed, and now it's going to come out of the bag, and I think it'll fit on that. I think. First time for me, so we're going to learn together. All right, I'm going to set up here, and we're going to get into it. That giant box, you know, crank that thing up for that tiny cut of meat. I don't see the sense in it. But what we got going on here, a little salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And like I said, it was seasoned, then frozen, then thawed, and man, it smells good. I know you can't smell it, but trust me, it smells, well, I mean, it looks, you know, not quite edible, but it smells edible. Come on now. See what I mean? I gotta pull this thing front to get the door open. Good thing I have a little dust on my countertop. I'm gonna be able to slide that. I don't want this thing right on the bottom. I want it. I gotta set the camera down. Hang on, I'm getting there. And it's in there. I had to finagle it a little bit. Tore the foil in multiple places, rewrapped it a second time, and yeah, still tore it. So, whatever. That's that. And turn it on. Oh, one other thing. Look, just yeah. Take a minute to take all that in. Just why? I mean, that's come on now. It's temperature over time, like any other cooking thing in the entire freaking world. Fish, pizza, shrimp. I mean, a button. Come on now. All we need, just temperature and time. Oh, temperature's over here. Time right there. What I'm gonna do is crank it up, because broil's all about, and that's as hot as she goes. So broil is all about, you know, well, you saw the heating element. It's only capable of top side down heating, but it moves air. I will flip this thing when it starts looking good. I'll take a temperature reading and kind of go from there. But whatever, time doesn't matter. I'll just leave it at 15 minutes and press start. And turn the light on. And it's rolling. So I will check back in when I'm getting ready to flip, take a look at it, and do the flip and go from there. All right, show you more when there's more to show. While that's cooking away, I just thought real quick here I'd mention it does come with a cookbook, a WowChef cookbook, and yeah, wow, that's one way of putting it. Let's take a look at French fries here real quick. Yeah. Are we gonna focus? Well, I'll just read it to you. Cut 2 potatoes into thin strips. Soak the starch in cold water. Rinse well. Drain the water. Boil in a pot under cold water. Remove the water control. Put it in the air fryer at 400 degrees for 20 minutes, then take it out at 10 minutes. Oh my goodness. Yeah. If anybody wants to follow that, have at it. I'll show you how I make French fries. Couldn't be easier. this is how I make French fries. Get a, buy them when it's on sale. Get whatever style you want. Already pre-fried. They're flash fried, in other words, and it's beautiful. It works perfectly. You can actually go a couple layers thick on this rack and not worry about it. It still gets, you get crispy all the way around. It works really, really well for doing what it does. And let's not forget one of my personal favorites. Yeah, fish sticks. I know, probably not the healthiest of foods, but what is anymore? Unless you make your vegetable stuff, but everything's, kind of nasty if it's store-bought anymore. But yeah, fish sticks and French fries. This thing rocks for doing both, and I love it really, specifically for doing that. Like I said, first time I'm doing a London broil, so I don't know. You tell me. But I guess we're gonna learn together. All right, we're down to the last minute on the first 15 minutes. Hang on just one second. Let's take a look at what we see here real quick. Sorry about the jerkiness there. It's browning. My heater's about to kick on. Sorry about that. You're gonna hear a little bit of a wind noise. But wait for it. I'll fast forward until I'll fast forward so you don't have to suffer through this. There we go. It's already done. All right. Now I'm guessing. I'm totally guessing, but I'm thinking we're gonna. Well, I know I'm gonna flip it, and then it'll probably take another 15 minutes. But that's one side. All right. Let me sit you down here real quick. Give this a try. And there goes that tinfoil. Man. Something like that. Let's see what the temperature is. Yeah, something like that. 90. Let's see. Can you see this? 100. Yeah. 95 degrees, give or take. All right. Oh man, I have wrecked that tinfoil. Get in there. Power on. Max temp. 15 minutes. Go! All right, there we go. I guess we'll just tune back in when it's finished. I think it will be done in probably, give or take, 10 minutes. Anyway, I'm gonna check the temp in 10 minutes, see where we're at. Alrighty, we just ticked down to the 5-minute marker here. I figure we'll take, well, this is what I'm using in case anyone was wondering. ThermoPro instant read. I don't know that it's quite instant, but it is quick. Let's see what we see here. Am I in there? 134, 35, 18. Can you guys see this? I don't want to burn my damn hand. 109. Yeah, 112. Yeah, 108. All right, it's getting colder as I go backwards. I'm thinking. Do you hear that? Man, that sounds good. I'm thinking maybe, because it seems like I'm getting hotter up front here. I want to perhaps maybe rotate, not flip, but just rotate the. I'm going to destroy this tinfoil. I can see it now. It's going to be so bad. Oh, well. It's so bad. I knew it was going to happen eventually. See if that makes any difference. Oh, why do I try? For crying out loud. Go. Ah, well, alright. Ah, crying out loud. Stop that. Oh, well, hey, I mean, I don't make this stuff up. You see what I see. Alright, I'm going to let that roll, and we'll check in when it's done. We're counting down on the very last minute here. This will be a 30-minute total cook. This is a London broil from my butcher. I didn't get it at, you know, a chain store of any kind. So it is a much thicker cut. Normally these things are barely a ½ inch thick. Some places I've seen them. You know, you're lucky to get an inch. This guy was closer to double. I don't know. I mean, now it's cooked. It has shrunk, and it just beeped. So let's. Can you see that? Man, can you smell that? It smells good. I'm a little surprised, honestly, how good that smells. Where are we at? Yee. I typically go to about 145, and we're just yeah, soft and tender, my ass. None of them are. I got a way of doing soft and tender, but I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, and there I'm $1.50. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day right there. I'm not gonna go any further than that. What I'm gonna do is pull this out of the box, destroy the rest of the tinfoil, I'm sure. In the process. Woohoo! It looks good. Can you smell that? I mean, it smells delicious. I'm going to let this sit and rest for a little bit. Oh, something like that. Sorry about the noise. Do apologize. It's a real working kitchen. And we're gonna tune back in later when that rests for, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. And we'll cut into it and make a dish. All right, we're pretty much down to it now. That had, I don't know, good 15, maybe 20 minutes to kind of sit and settle. Let's get this Victorinox, one of my favorites, my chef knife here. Against the grain, with the grain, I don't think it matters. It never makes any difference for me. I'm just going right in half. Let's bring you in for a close-up on that. Forgive the shake for just a second. Is that about right? It looks about right. I mean, you tell me. All right, I'm going to quickly cut a few slices here and put a plate together. Wrap this video up, I think. Real quick now, won't. Put that right back where it came from in the juices. If anybody, any of the Amazon sellers, I'm in need of a meat slicer. If anybody wants me to review one, get a hold of me in the About Me on my YouTube channel here. I could use a meat slicer specifically for London broils. I would love to just do some paper thin stuff. I'm not a chef. I'm not all that skilled, you know. But there's a tool for that, and it is not my hands. There's a better tool. Anywho. Alright, I'm going to shut up now. Put a couple of slices on a plate and make it look pretty, and then we'll wrap this video up. Alright, this is pretty much what I've come up with. A little surf and turf. What we got is the middle cut where you saw me cut from right there. The middle is going to be, well, a little more pink. You got the ends, which are a little more done. We have some swahi fish that I made yesterday. Just I like surf and turf. It's kind of my thing. Some medley, vegetable medley. You know, it's just a bunch of crap that I threw together. It looks good and it tastes good, so that's pretty much all that matters there. I don't know if it's quite the healthiest of meals. I don't know if it's quite balanced, but it looks good, it tastes good, and it damn sure smells good. So, all right, that's what I put together. Let me clean up a little bit, and we'll do one final wrap up on this machine and call it a vajayjay. All right, to finish this off here, my final thoughts. I like this thing. I mean, that's why it's still here. I mean, it would not be here if I did not like it. It's not the greatest thing since sliced bread. No. If you made one that size, whoever's out there, all you Amazon sellers, reviewers, manufacturers, you make me that size. A man, you know, man size. I'm a man. I cook man-sized food. You know, if I can't do a 20-pound turkey, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear it. Yeah, everybody shows and tells about doing rotisserie chickens in this. Yes, you can do that. Of course you can. Those little baby 13-pound birds are 12 pounds less and less and less. You know, I'm a family of two, and those baby birds just barely make it through you know, 2 meals. So you know, I cook bigger. I'm a man. I cook, you know, manly things for, you know, a family of I cook for leftovers, in other words, is what I'm trying to get to. Not big enough, but otherwise, I mean, there's nothing really to complain about. I think when I purchased this, it was a couple of months ago. I did get it for a review, and I think I was in it for $1.39. There was a coupon or a sale going on at that time. $1.39, anywhere in the 120 to 150 range is pretty much where you're going to see these things. And it doesn't matter who makes them. They're all doing the same thing. They all got the same basic idea going on. So, I mean, if you don't like this one, you know, by all means, look at another brand. But it's all going to be the same stuff in the end. I like this, though. I mean, I've got nothing to complain about, and everything that I did have to complain about, well, I've already done the complaining on and about. So, yeah, I mean, you see what I've done. This is honest to God, hand to God. I mean, I swear to you, first time I've ever done a London broil in an oven of any kind. I don't do them like this. This is not how I cook. I wasn't raised like that, and I don't cook like that. So, first time. I did this literally for you guys. Well, because I wanted to get another review out since Amazon deleted my original one on this. I feel guilty. So whatever. Here is my second one, and I will keep this video so nobody deletes it ever. But yeah, like I said in the beginning, there is a moral to the story. Anyway, I hope this helps you guys, you know, get an idea of what these things are about, and they're all about the same. But all the Amazon sellers out there, all the manufacturers, if you can make me one of those that size. Yes, that's where I want to be. All right. Oh yeah, one more thing, one last thing, one final thing. I know I ramble. I'm sorry. Pizza. Yes, it can, and it will, and it can reheat pizza, you know, pretty well. I think you're better off only doing one slice at a time. Otherwise, you can do, like, one slice will pretty much consume this rack. So you can do two at a shot, but then, you know, mid-cook, you gotta swap levels, and you gotta sing and dance with it a little bit. Yes, it does it fine, but otherwise, I think it's best for reheating already fried stuff like leftover French fries and wings. Yes, perfect. Fish sticks, love it. I don't cook meals in this thing. Well, I just did, but you know, I just did it for the sake of show and tell. That's honest to God, first time I've ever done it. came out good, I think. It tastes good, but it doesn't taste like Weber grilled meat. No, it's not. It's a far cry from that, but it's good. It's good. I understand if you live in a city, you know, or you got some sort of an ordinance where you can't have any kind of a campfire or real fire of any kind. Well, I guess, you know, for sure it sucks for you, but I guess, you know, this is one of your options anyway. All right, I hope this was helpful to everyone. I hope I didn't ramble too awful much, but I wanted to be thorough. I wanted to do a show and tell, and since this is my second go, I thought I'd really give it a second go. All right, I hope you like it. Do the thumbs up and, you know, all that jazz, the bells and the whistles. And hey, we're going to see you in the next one, right? Cheers.